Cancer, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your weekly general tarot reading for the week ahead, obviously. This is all the housekeeping stuff is down below, like decks and things. And sorry, it's because something's coming through which is kind of like nostalgia, and I don't know if nostalgia this week is your friend or your enemy, or a frenemy even. It just feels like you are nostalgic about something, and nostalgic isn't always accurate. I kind of get in like rose tinted glasses towards positive aspects, but I really feel like there's some toxic elements that are going to come to the fore this week with that nostalgia, or painful. I don't know if it's painful, like you suddenly realise things weren't exactly as you pictured them or remembered them this week. Like you weren't as happy as you thought you were. I don't know. Or you're not as happy. It, like upon reflection, you look back. I mean, you think, oh yeah, we've had a really good relationship. And then you look back and go, actually, no, X, Y, Z, X, Y. This isn't right. That wasn't right. This wasn't the way it should have been. And those kind of things are adding up. So it's kind of like a reflection, but like the more you look back, the more you see things that you're not happy about, or you're not happy that happened, but yeah, it kind of feels like that sort of energy this week, Cancer. Let's see what we've got for you. So yeah, you got the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, this is reversed as well. The Seven of Pentacles is kind of the energy of, is it worth it? Is it worth it though? With the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, it tends to mean that yes, with a little bit more work, it should work out. But to me, Cancer, this feels like no. I think I'm done putting energy into this. I think I'm done. I think I've checked out. I don't think I'm prepared to put more work into this. I've tried maintaining it. It's not paying off. It's not benefiting me. It's not a positive experience for me. So I'm kind of done. And I think with that toxic, not toxic, it just feels like the more I drink from this glass of nostalgia, the more I realise it's tainted with something. It's tainted nostalgia. Like the rose glasses are off, and you're going, do you know what? Things weren't as great as... I don't know if everybody thinks it's great and it's not, or I don't know. It just kind of feels like, no, do you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth my time and energy to keep flogging this dead horse, basically. It just feels like something's kind of done and you've been hoping that you could revive it through maintenance, but you've invested too much energy already, more than you should have maybe, in whatever it is. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, assessing whether it's... this is to do with reciprocity, and whether, you know, you're getting back as much as you're putting in, and it just feels like an assessment phase for you. Like, yeah, feelings coming to the surface, things that you didn't even... It's kind of like you didn't want to see how it is, because you kind of wanted to keep things going, make them happy, make them good. If I just put a little bit more effort in, I can make it work. If I just put a little bit more effort in, if I'm a little bit more positive at work, the job will work out. And it's kind of like, do you know what? I've put extra energy in. I've put all this effort in. I've tried to make it work, and it's just not working. I'm just not happy. And it's almost like things are coming to the surface, like other feelings, like you know it's not right, but you kind of don't want to see that it's not right, because that would be painful, right? And that would mean having to change and having to uproot things. And so I don't know if there's like an element of getting help as a last ditch attempt to kind of stop it happening. But you've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Wands normally for me is like, do I go in one more time? But it's kind of like, I don't even want to fight for this anymore, is really what I'm getting. It's kind of like, I'm on the verge of overwhelm. Like, it's overwhelmingly telling me, no, this is too much. This isn't okay. This isn't where I want to be. I'm not happy. And the Nine of Wands to me is like, also they look a bit like dart gun darts in those trees. It's almost like, no. And also that with this card, because I got this deck yesterday, day before, and I read with them last night on a live, and it kind of was like, can you see the wood? You're not seeing the wood for the trees. But from my point of view, now within the reverse, it kind of feels like you've seen the wood for the trees, and that tree is rotten. It's like a dart gun to the face. It's what I've got. It's just like, no, boom, no. No, there's no joy. There's no happiness. It's like you just... And it's not even like you're angry or sad. You're just apathetic. Like, you just don't feel it anymore. You're numb with it. You're just like... I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's not awful. It's just, it's just so blur. It's like, nah, this isn't, I want more passion in my life. And it's kind of like making a decision. Do I stay or do I go, you know? Oh, he's eating. Oh, lovely. They're eating, I don't know what they're eating. There's blood involved anyway. But yeah, it's kind of like making a decision. Like, I think it's calling time. You're making a decision whether you stay or whether you go. I mean, only you can make that decision, but do I leave the job? Do I leave the person? Do I leave the relationship? Do I get the help? Whatever it is, I don't know if you're going to ask for help, decide to get help and then make another decision down the line, but it kind of feels like enough's enough, because it's starting to take its toll on you. Like, it's really affecting your confidence. I don't know if this is like, because you're in a negative space with it, like you've put all this effort in and you're getting nothing back. It's like you're not reciprocating the energy back. Is that because I'm not worth the energy coming back the other way? And that's kind of where you've got in your head, like anxiety. And I don't get full-blown anxiety. I just get that real lack of confidence. And it's like, but surely I'm worth being happy, or I'm worth making happy, or I'm worth, you know, if I mattered that much to you, you would put the effort in, and there's nothing coming back the other way, Cancer. Yeah, it's just like a change of perspective. You've also got the Tower in reverse, which is kind of like you're doing everything you can to avoid the inevitable. I mean, you know this isn't serving you. You know it's not, but you're avoiding this Tower moment. You're avoiding everything because it is, if this is your job or this is a relationship, it's the fundamentals of everything. It's a major structure in your life. And if you tear that down and pull it apart, you've got to find a new job. You might have to move. You might have to find a new house. If you break up with someone, you've got to worry about childcare and how you're going to fund you and your family. And, do you know what I mean? There's like other factors. It's a major, it's a fundamental, it's a keystone in your life, right? It's a major aspect of your life. But it's like, I just can't carry on anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like, if that water goes much higher, that's overwhelmed. He's gone. He's done. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana here. So over half the cards are major arcana, because it kind of feels like an inevitable thing. Like, this is a key moment, a key decision. But you are avoiding whatever it is. You're avoiding this moment happening, because the Tower, trying to avoid the Tower is like, oh, I'll just do everything I can because this is inevitably going to put fissures all through my life. So you're like, no, if I can avoid that happening, I want to stop that trauma if I can. But I don't think, the thing with the Tower is it's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just whether you go freely or whether you go kicking and screaming into this situation. It's kind of like, this is happening. You know it's happening because you know it's not right. And you know darn well that the universe is going to pull that rug and pull that out because that's not serving you. And the universe pulls it out if it's not serving you. But you're like so desperate to cling on to it. I don't know if it's through fear of change or fear of everything all evolving. And I get that's huge trauma, huge change, huge things to adapt to. But it's happening one way or another, and it kind of feels like you're going to go kicking and screaming rather than with an element of control. Like, if you choose to leave, you choose to move on, you choose to do something new, then it's like, oh, do you know what? At least I can control my own fate. But when you leave it to the universe to pull it out for you because it's not serving you, that's when it becomes painful. That's when it becomes more traumatic, more out of control. It's almost like the universe is giving you this message to say, do it on your own, or I'm doing it for you. Oh, this one's just come out. 6 of Swords, yeah. Refusal to move on, a refusal to move forward. You know, it's kind of done, and you're refusing to do that, and it's knocking your confidence. It's having such an effect on your confidence, staying somewhere that isn't serving you, which means you're just going to have to do more work to yourself, because you're just doing more damage to your confidence by staying somewhere that isn't of your value, isn't valuing you. I wish that was more positive, Cancer. I really do. But I hope that is of some help to you. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.